neighbor. Welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Well, maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that? Did you?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I filmed this over many breaks and interruptions, and I'm going to do my best and just talk over most of it, but it boils down to a very simple stock windage tray modification and installing the front pickup from LOJ Conversions and their pan built by Kevco. So first things first here, the front sump, obviously this truck pan and windage tray was not designed to be front sump. So as part of the instructions, you have to mark a little bit of space for it and cut the windage tray. So that's what I'm doing with my silver Sharpie here, marking out what I think needs to be cut, and then I will cut it out and see if anything else hits and cut a little bit more and then install. I mean, not terribly exciting, but possibly informational for sure. And as I am accompanied here by some incredible Beastie Boys music in the background, which I cannot play for you, I just go ahead and cut into this pan and clean it up afterwards and check the fitment. So this is, if I was a hipster YouTube channel, we would have some beautiful artistic 4K using like a Rhino panoramic motorized mount that would swirl around, and we would have some sort of weird lighting effect. And I mean, is it a build if there are not sparks flying all over the place? That much I ask you guys. Super high-tech tool I'm grabbing here after I did my cuts is a extremely old flathead screwdriver to pry the little bits of plate out. And we were met with marginal success here after it looks like I have no idea what I'm doing and I ice pick it out. Okay, we bring her back over. I put the windage tray down with the cuts in it, and I put 2 nuts in there just for fun to hold everything in place to see if everything else I did worked out. Right about here, I try to put the pickup tube in, and I realize it's not sitting right, and it's because I didn't cut enough out. You can see where it doesn't want to sit flush on the stud. The piece of metal, the support for the pickup tube, is actually hitting the windage tray. It took me a little bit to figure it out. Being a dumbass, I thought something was incorrect, so I quickly figured that out. I made a second cut and came back to check for fitment. And she fits. And I would also like to show you how much I had to cut out. Maybe a little bit more than needed, but it didn't hurt my feelings. So I bolted this guy down, and while I was doing that, I realized someone sent me in the mail one of those double pickup support tubes. And I'm like, man, I should go grab that and use that. So that's what I did. And here we go. I show off the product. That's my old P.O. box, so I tried to cover it, but classically, pretty much all these pickup tubes use one bolt location and one, leg to bolt onto. And what this kit does is it goes on, he gives you both bolts, and it supports it from both sides. It stops it from rocking. I've never had to use one, but I figured, man, he sent me 3 of them. I'll bolt her in there. Why not? This is the high dollar build. Let's get it done. And next, obviously, here is a oil pan gasket. kit comes with a fresh oil pan gasket. So I got this guy ready, and I grabbed my pan, and I did what you normally do with an oil pan gasket and an oil pan, and bolt them down. Again, not very exciting, but it needed to get done, and it'll show you guys what everything looks like. So that's the mission for today. Oh, boys and girls, would you look at this thing? Would you just look at it? I mean, just look at this thing. It's got nice trapdoors and everything. It's a 7-quart pan made by Kevco to LOJ's specifications. He did the actual design for it and has them make it for him. As you can see, it just drops on there. No real dramas. And the kit, obviously, I mean, all-inclusive, to say the least. Comes with bolts and everything, of course. So I grab my bolts and start bolting this guy up. And for the front, since it is winged out there, you have to use a ratcheting wrench. I mean, you don't have to use a ratcheting wrench, but you cannot fit any sort of power tools, much to my dismay. So grab the ratchet wrench, crank them down. I'll speed up through that so, you know, we don't waste an inordinate amount of time. And well, as I breeze down these bolts, that is it for the oil pan, and that is all I had time for. Just getting this guy on, getting little stuff done, getting stuff off my floor, getting it on the engine ahead of time. You know, it's the little stuff that counts. Like I always say, don't lose your motivation. Just get more little things done, get you closer to your finish line. You'll be surprised. And you can see in the upper right, I made a little bit of a mistake. Well, not a mistake, but there is a oil filter sandwich that goes where those 2 bolts and the oil filter outlet holes go. So there's a relocation block that bolts on there, because when I was in the front, you can see me looking like, I don't know if I have enough bolts. Here I am counting the bolts and checking the instructions. Yeah, dude, you use the oil filter sandwich and bolt it there, and take those bolts and use them for the ones that are missing in the front of the pan. So he has awesome instructions, and it is my fault for not, you know, I just want to breeze through it and look when I need help. I'm that kind of person, unfortunately. Some of you guys may be. So here I am rectifying my missing bolt situation. Getting those bolts in the front, and then I put my oil filter sandwich on, and we're good because we got a sandwich and an oil pan. What more could you want? And I quickly jump ahead. Here I am installing the oil filter relocation kit. I like to call it an aluminum sandwich. It bolts on there with some O-rings. I'm off camera here greasing up the O-rings so they stay stuck to the plate in place. And then I drop this guy in, and I brap down my Allen bolts with the wonderful Milwaukee Fuel 12 volt. Brap, brap, brap. And literally, that is it.